I made this amount of money selling digital products online without doing any paid ads. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. And when I say mostly without paid ads, what I mean is that I actually have dabbled with paid ads, but oh, this desk is shaking. I've actually dabbled with paid ads, but it's never really been the source of my income. Okay. The source of my income has always been organic traffic, right? So free social media, YouTube, and things like that. And I have my notes right here on my little handy dandy fire so that I don't forget anything that I want to talk about. So when I started my digital business online in 2008, I'm going to tell you right now, it literally changed my life, right? In so many different ways. The money that I have made online has allowed me to do a lot of amazing things, right? I was able to move my family out of the Bronx from our tight 2-bedroom apartment in the Bronx to to building my own dream home with my digital income. I was able to, get tangible stuff like buying the cars and, doing all the things, right? But really, the most important thing has been the freedom that digital marketing has created in my life. There's absolutely nothing more exciting than waking up to digital sales, right? While you're sleeping. There's nothing more exciting than that. That is where true freedom comes into play. So before we get started, for those who are actually new, so if you're new to digital marketing and selling digital products online, I want to be very clear what digital products are so that we're both on the same page. Because a lot of people, especially newbies, they get a little bit confused on what digital products are. So let's cover that first before we get into the fun stuff. Because there's so many different digital products that you can actually sell online, whether it's products that you create yourself or like other programs that other people have created for you to sell online. Let's go through that list now because when you understand this, you're going to be able to either create your own digital products, right? So if you have information in your head, right? If you have gotten results with something, whether that's losing weight or making money online, or if you know how to do something like crocheting or whatever it is, right? Gardening, like the sky is the limit on what you can create digital products about. When you have information that you want to share with the world, you can turn it into a digital product. And digital products come in all forms. And that's what we're going to talk about now. So the first one is downloadable digital products. So that could be PDF guides, ebooks. It could be templates like from Canva, email templates, DM scripts. It can be workbooks, planners, checklists, and things like that. The second category is online courses and training. So that can be mini courses where you're helping the audience that actually wants to buy that digital product. You're helping them solve a problem. You're helping them get a small win. The next one is a full course with like modules and lessons. And then you have workshops and master classes, whether that's live or recorded. You can put all that content in that and actually start selling online courses and training. The next one is memberships or subscription based, which is my favorite because you don't have to worry about these one-time sales. The one-time sales are great, but there's nothing more exciting than having a residual income come in, because if you wanted to take a month off, 2 months, 3 months off, you can do that if you have residual income. That means passive residual income coming in every month, regardless if you are working or not. Okay, so that takes time to build. So that looks like a paid community or monthly training that you charge people for. It could be group coaching membership, like where you offer calls and support. It could be a resource library. So if you have a vault of content for your target audience, you can put that into a membership site and charge a monthly subscription. The next one is software and tools. So like SaaS app subscriptions, automation tools like emails, funnels, CRMs, AI tools like content assistants, chatbots, generators. The next one is digital services that are actually packaged and sold like a digital product. So that's like audits, right? So if you wanted to audit somebody's Instagram account, or if you wanted to audit somebody's funnel, if you're good with that, or you wanted to audit someone's brand, right? Those are all considered audits. And you can actually charge people to audit because people are always looking for feedback, right? They want feedback to make whatever it is they're trying to make better. Okay. So they will be happy to charge you for that if you are an expert in those things. Done for you setups, like done for you funnels, done for you email sequences, done for you systems, VIP day packages, which is another one of my favorite, fixed deliverables, and a fixed price. The next one is digital assets or creative files. So like, and this is something that I've never done before, but I know a lot of people that have done it and have made a lot of money selling these types of digital products. So that's like Lightroom's presets, stock photos, stock videos that you create, fonts, icons, digital stickers, brushes, and things like that. The next one is licensing. So rights-based digital products. So that looks like PLR, which stands for private label rights. The next one is MRR products, which is Master Resell Rights. And the difference between those two is that private label rights, you can actually change and make it in, turn it into your own brand. So you can change the logo, you can change, some of the wording in it, you can change the color schemes or whatever it is. Whereas MRR, Master Resell Rights, you cannot change it. But either way, you cannot change it at all. And with PLR, you can actually price it at whatever price you want. But with MRR, you have to keep their price. In other words, everything with MRR stays intact, but think of it like you are an affiliate of that creator and you're keeping 100% commissions from both of them, 100% of the sales. Another one is paid content access. So if you have a paid newsletter, a private podcast feed where you have, specific podcasts that you deliver to your audience, but they have to pay a monthly subscription to get access to it. Workshop replays. This is another one that I really like to do, where I sell the replays of my workshops. The next category is assessments or tools for lead generation and conversions. So I want you to think quizzes, right? Assessment funnels, calculators, scoreboard tools, challenge kits like prompts and daily tasks and workshops and worksheets. Okay, so these are basically the categories of all the different things, the digital products that you can actually create or sell someone else's products that took the time to actually create them, and you get to either make commissions from them or keep 100% of the profits. Now, if you decide to create your own digital products, where you're creating, let's say, a digital course, for example, or a mini course, right? Or, you're selling a worksheet or an email template or whatever it is. This is something that you create yourself. Then you're going to need tools in order to be able to do that. So the tools that you're going to need is, number one, you're going to need a capture page. You're going to need a sales page. And I'm going to show you some examples in a second. You're going to need a sales page to actually sell the product. You're going to need a checkout page for them to actually buy the product. And you're going to need a thank you page. This is after they buy the product, where they can get access to the actual thing that they purchased. And depending on what you're selling, if it's like behind a password protected website, like a membership site or something like that, or a course, you're going to need a membership site. Unless it's a digital product where you can download them the link to whatever it is that you created. So now that we talked about the offers, whether it's creating your own offers or using somebody else's offers, you need to have a plan to execute the whole entire thing so that you can move forward with making the actual money. You need the plan. The money is not going to come without the plan. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to create a Google Calendar. This is one of the tools. I use 2 tools. This is one of them. I'll talk about the second one in just a second. But the first one is the Google Calendar. And on here, if you have a full-time job, this is an example one that I created. If you have a full-time job, you're going to write day job here, and you're going to put the time that you work. So in this example, it's 9 to 5. So you could see here Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. And then the ones that are in black are the days and times that you're going to be working on your business. So you could see here I put business office hours from 8 to 10 p.m. and then on Saturday and Sundays from 9 to 12 p.m. Then you have the rest of the weekend off. Again, this is just an example. You can customize and tailor this to whatever time frame you want. But whatever it's going to be, whatever your blocks are for your business office hours, for example, Monday through Friday, you have a 2-hour window from 8 to 10. You need to figure out exactly what you're going to be doing within these 2 hours. You can't just open up your computer and expect to just work, right? You have to have a plan of action. What are the things that you need to get done on these days within this time frame? And that brings me to my tool number 2. The next tool is Trello. Okay. So for Trello, you're going to start a board and you're going to label it the columns Monday through Sunday, as you could see here. And then under that, you're going to create the cards. These are cards, right? So you're going to put cards for each of the things that you have to do in your business. So for some examples for me is every night I want to schedule my content to go out for the following day. Mondays, I want to work on Pinterest. Tuesdays, I want to, create my YouTube outline. Wednesday, I want to record the YouTube video and so on and so forth, right? So you need to figure out what are the things that you need to do. So if we look at my Monday one here, you could see that these are the things that I need to do on Monday during my block of time. So if we look at my block time on Monday, in this example, if my block time is from 8 to 10 on Mondays, then that means I'm going to go to my Trello and say, okay, when I sit down, from 8 to 10, these are the things that I need to do within that time frame. So I need to focus 100% and knock them out. Now, when it comes to figuring out what you want to do, you need to figure out, like there's so many, just like there's a million ways to skin a cat, there's a million ways to generate leads and sales online. So for me, I am going to be doing social media content, short form reels, as well as 1 weekly YouTube video and 5 emails going out to my list every single week, as well as 5 Pinterest pins per week. And as you can see here, I actually have it all laid out on my to-do list. So now you need to plan yours. So go to Google Calendar, figure out what your hours are going to be for the things that you're going to be doing, whether you have a job, whether you do this full time. You're going to plan out your blocks of time that you're going to do work. And then you are going to come to Trello and create your columns and your to-do list within each column. Now, the great thing about this is that when you open up these cards, for example, my YouTube outline, in here, I actually have space to, write whatever I want to write here, right? And then I also have space to create like a checklist and things like that. So if I wanted to create a checklist, I'm going to put item 1, item 2, and so on. Okay. And then whatever that task that I'm working on, if it has a checklist, I'm just going to check off the boxes as I complete those within my blocks of time. And as you can see here, let's say, for example, I unchecked one of these, then you're going to see that 1 of 2 has been done. But when I go and check all of them, once all of them has been completed, it is going to turn green. And this is how you actually have a visual of all the things that you need to get done and make sure that they get done. Now, my favorite way, and to be honest, if you are a beginner for selling digital products, or even if you're not a beginner, I'm not a beginner and I still love this one. This one to me by far is the easiest one, especially if you are just getting started. And even if you're not getting started and you're a seasoned digital marketer like myself, you are going to love this one. This one is actually my favorite. This one is an affiliate marketing residual income stream that pays you on a weekly basis. So there's 2 ways that you can actually use this system. You can use this system to lead, like you can lead with the system and sell your digital products on the back end. Or you can sell your digital products and sell people on this system on the back end. I actually use it for both. And I created a video walking you through the entire system, including the compensation plan. So if you want to watch that, you can click on this video right here, popping up on this screen, and I'll see you over there.